Okay, so we are moving on to notes about algebra. I know some of you have asked, and yes, here we are going into that. So you need your pencil, your notes paper, and I don't know that we need a calculator right now. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We are in topic 3. You have your name. Today is Monday, January 24th. Okay, and then this is whatever class you're in. So we're going to start with the vocabulary word variable. Now, a variable, I mentioned it on January 9th, if you remember. Variable, okay? It is a symbol, usually a letter, okay? So usually a letter used to represent a number or quantity. Okay, so variable. So variables, they're usually letters. So we have a letters because we have an unknown, but they will represent a number or a quantity of something. Now, an algebraic expression. Now, we have on January 9th talked about numerical expressions. Now, remember, numerical expressions are a combination of numbers and operation symbols, okay? At least two numbers and an operation symbol. That creates a numerical expression. But an algebraic expression is an expression that contains numbers, variables, and or operations, okay? So it's an expression numbers, variables, and or operations. Now, if you're wondering how can it be algebraic without an operation, we're going to get into that, okay? For example, here are some examples of algebraic expressions. Well, here we have the first one, 2x. As you can see, I have a number and I have a variable, okay? But there's no operation symbol. That is because when you have a number next to a variable with no operation symbol, that is always going to mean multiply, okay? Here's another one, okay? And how about this one? Throw a little exponent in there, okay? So, we're going to talk about evaluating these algebraic expressions now, okay? So one thing, here we go. So to evaluate an expression means to substitute the given replacement values for each variable, then simplify to find the numerical value of the expression, okay? So here we have. In all of these problems, A will equal 9, B will equal 5, and C will equal 28. So we're going to rewrite our expression inputting what our value is. So number 1 is A minus 3. Well, A equals 9. So rewrite 9 minus 3, and we have equals 6. So 8B. Now remember, a number next to a variable with no operation means to multiply. So we're going to rewrite it. B equals 5. Here, I'm going to show you two ways to rewrite this. You can do 8 parentheses 5 because that also means multiply, or you can write 8 times 5. Either one, you're going to get 40. Okay. C minus A. Well, C is going to be 28 minus the letter A is 9, and we're going to get 19. C divided by 4. Now I'm going to show you another way to write this. c over 4. That means the same thing as c divided by 4, c divided by 4. So we're going to rewrite it though. C is 28. 28 divided by 4 is going to give us 7. Now, number 5, I have a to the power of 2, or a squared. So a is 9. 9 squared. Now, I'm going to remind myself, as you should do the same, 9 to the power of 2 is the same thing as 9 times 9. We get 89. Number 6, b plus c. So b plus c. I have 5 plus 28. I get 33. Okay. Now, we're going to move down to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Now, we have more than one step, so I'm going to write our order of operations right here to remind ourselves. We're going to start with parentheses. Exponents. Multiplication. Slash division. Okay, and then add slash subtract. Okay. So now I have x, if x equals 3. So I'm going to rewrite my problem. 2, I'm going to open parentheses because now I'm giving x a value of 3. 3 to the power of 3. Okay, so right now I have multiplication and I have exponents. Okay, so I need to solve my exponents first. I'm going to use my calculator. So 3 to the power of 3, you get 27. So rewrite this. 2, open parentheses, 27. So 27 times 2, get 54. Get 54. Okay. Number 8, I have 3v plus 17. So 3v, so I'm going to rewrite with parentheses here. V equals 9. 3 times 9 plus 17. I have addition, I have multiplication and addition. If I'm looking over here, multiplication, division come before add, subtract. So 3 times 9 is 27 plus 17, and I'm going to get 49. Number 9, s squared minus 18. So s squared, 5 equals s. So 5 squared minus 18. So I have exponents and I have subtraction. Look at my order of operations. I start with exponents. 5 times 5 is 25 minus 18. And then, being lazy, 25 minus 18 is 7. Number 10, 5q plus r. We have q equals 9, r equals 4. So I'm going to rewrite with parentheses, okay? 5 times q, q is 9, plus r, which is 4. I have multiplication and then addition. Go over here. Multiplication comes before addition. So 5 times 9 is 45, plus 4, which equals 45. 11, 4a minus 7b. So a equals 11, b equals 2. So 4a. So 4 times 11 minus 7 times 2. Now please note that this is multiplication, subtraction, multiplication. If I look at my notes over here, multiplication again comes before subtraction. So I'm going to multiply 4 times 11, which is 44, minus, and then 7 times 2, which is 14. And I'm going to get 30. Now I have 35 minus mn. So I have two variables next to each other that still means multiply. So I'm going to write it like this, 35 minus m. And you can even do like this. I'm going to do this, 4 times 6. Okay, so now you have subtraction and multiplication, and please note that order of operations is multiply first. So I have 35 minus 4 times 6 is 24, and I'm going to get 11. Right? Flip it over, friends. Ooh, these are getting saltier, right? That's what you guys would say, they're getting salty. It's a lot. Because I know you don't like to flip your paper over, I get you. We're going to rewrite our order of operations. It's Collins, I know. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, and subtract. Right? So now I have C over D, which we learned on January 9th. This also means division, so C over D. So C is 21 over D, which is 3 minus 1. So think about this as division and subtraction. So we know that division comes before subtraction. So 21 divided by 3 is 7, minus 1 is 6. Okay. Now I have 2 times, and remember, when we have a number next to parentheses with nothing else, that means to multiply. So 2 times in parentheses f plus g to the power of 2 close parentheses. So 2, we're going to rewrite this, 2 times f is 1 plus g squared, so 6 squared. Now that I've rewritten it, I need to go back and look at my order of operations, and I know that I got to do parentheses first, and inside parentheses I have addition and exponents. Well, what comes first? Exponents. So rewriting, 2 times 1 plus 6 times 6 is 36. And then I have 2 times again. I'm still in parentheses, so I have to add these guys. So 2 times 37. Okay. And so all I have left is multiplication, 2 times 37. Yep, be nice again, 74. Which is 2 times 37, which is 74. Okay. Now I have x to the power of 3, y to the power of 2. So x is 4. So 4 to the power of 3 plus y, which is 7 to the power of 2. Okay. So using your calculator, okay, 4 to the power of 3 is 64. Plus 7 to the power of 2, which is 7 times 7, which is 49. 113. Okay. Now I have 24 minus m divided by m. So m is 20, n is 4. So rewriting my problem, 24 minus m, which is 20, divided by 4. Okay, so subtraction and division. Look over here. Division comes before subtraction, so we're going to do 20 divided by 4 first. Okay, 20 divided by 4 is 5. 24 minus 5 is 19. Now I have 5 over 12 times x. If x equals 3/4, oh, how dirty is that? We have fraction multiplication. So times 3/4. Now, y'all, we can cross simplify the mess out of this. So the greatest common factor of 12 and 3 is 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Now, we can multiply across. But let me remind you, if you have simplified to where the greatest common factor is 1 and both across, okay, when you multiply across, you should not have to simplify your fraction. So 5 times 1 is 5. 4 times 4 is 16. Okay. Oh, here's another one. Y plus 3 over 8. Y is 7 tenths. So we're going to put 7 tenths plus 3 eighths. Okay. It's been a minute since you've added fractions, so we need to find the least common multiple of 10 and 8. 2, 3, 4, 40. So watch this. 7 over 10. 10 to 40 is times 4. 7 times 4 is 28. Okay? And then 3/8 is equal to something over 40. 8 to 40 is times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. Now we're going to add 28 40ths and 15 40ths. So 28 so 28 plus 15. Of course it's going to be 43. 43 40ths. Ew. So here's the shortcut to this. We know, okay, so my denominator is going to stay the same. Okay, I know that 40 goes into 43 once. My denominator stays the same, but 43 minus 40 is 3. So 1 3/40. Okay. Ooh, another one. 4/9 divided by m. Oh man, these salty problems. So 4/9 divided by m, which is 5/6. Keep, change, flip. Keep, change, division, multiplication, flip 6 over 5. Now you could probably put this in your calculator. Totally could. Let me do this first. Whoop, we got to cross simplify. The greatest common factor of 9 and 6 is 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 4 times 2 is 8. 3 times 5 is 15. So that makes it simplified because cross-simplifying, the greatest common factor is 1. But let's play. Let's play with this. You can put this in your calculator. Because the whole idea is that you want to understand the concept of using variables, and so therefore I'm not trying to make you remember how to do this at the moment. So 4, numerator, denominator, 9, arrow over to get away from that, divided by 5, numerator, denominator, 6, away from that, enter. Now, this says that we need to simplify. So we're going to hit the simp button. And there we go. Now when I don't have that arrow anymore, that means it's simplified. And looky tooky, we were right. So now, ooh, this is a lot. 7/8 times a, which is 2/3, minus 1/4. Okay, so we know back up here, multiply, divide, before add, subtract. So here's what you got to do. You can put this in the calculator if you'd like to do that. Okay, it's a lot, I know. Okay, so let's do 7/8 times 2/3. 7/8 times 2/3. Don't forget to push the arrow away. Okay, what do we get? See that? Is that simp right there? You need to hit simp again. So simp, so we got to simplify it some more. 7/12. You see there's no more arrows, so that means I'm simplified. So I'm going to rewrite 7/12 minus 1/4. You can put this in your calculator. So we're going to do minus. So when I hit minus and they say answer, you're doing 7/12. So you don't have to retype it in. Minus 1/4. And we get, whoop, see that arrow? We need to simplify again. Oh, there it is again. 1/3. 1/3. It's a long video. Ooh, here's a word problem. They're the best ever. The football team sold pies and cakes at a bake sale. The expression 7P plus 12C represents the total amount of money they raised, where P is the number of pies sold and C is the number of cakes sold. So it sounds like $7 per pie, $12 per cake. If they sold 32 pies and 15 cakes, how much money did they raise? So we need to substitute the variables. So 32 pies, so 7 times 32 plus 12 times 15 cakes. So, yes, use that calculator. 7 times 32 is $224 just on pies, Rue. And then 12 times 15, 180. So, let me get 404. There it is. Oh, how much money? Oh my goodness, that was wrong. Don't forget that symbol, like my unit of measurement. Thank you. Money. Money, 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 money. So that's our notes. That's our notes. It's a lot. Oh my goodness, it's been a long time.